Hey, what's going on? It's Dr. Mike T. Nelson. I'm a PhD in exercise physiology, master's in mechanical engineering, biomechanics. It's a little bit chilly outside here today, but I wanted to demonstrate how to do an overhead press, and specifically 3 things to look for. The first thing is just to check to see what your range of motion is. So if you're standing or your client's standing and your arm only goes to here, and it's really hard to get your arms overhead, probably don't want to do an overhead press, right? That's going to be a debacle. So you want to make sure that they have good shoulder range of motion first. So all you do to test that is make sure that they don't bend from here and just have them bring their arms overhead. If their arms only come to about here and they have to do this hyperextension thing to get the last range of motion, probably not a good idea to do it. So when you're doing the overhead press, I'm just going to demonstrate it with a straight bar. The other thing to look for is from the side. A lot of people walk with their pelvis really kind of rotated in front, tilted, anterior tilt. So you want them to actually have a neutral pelvis. So instead of being here, you want them to actually rotate it back a little bit to be neutral, because that's going to give them a much more stable position to press from. So you want all this to be basically one unit. So that would be the first step. And you'll see this when they're pressing. You'll see them here, and then you'll see them go into extension from their waist, in essence, to get the bar overhead, which is not going to be that efficient. And it's also a risk of injury. So the second thing you want to look for, I like to do, is the bar position with the hand. So if I have the bar here, I don't really want the bar to be, you can see, super far out in my wrist like this. So that's going to be much more painful on the wrist. So imagine if you look at your wrist from the side, if I'm loading way out here, I'm going to have a lot of stress that's going to be put through my hand and my wrist. I understand why people do it, because they're putting the bar out here to get the bar back over their head. I'd much rather have the bar closer to be in line with their wrist. So if you look at my hand from the side and I'm pushing straight through here, I can handle a lot more force than if I'm pushing out here. I'm actively flexing the wrist back and I'm putting a lot more stress on that tissue. So when you're holding the bar, if you look from the side, I don't want to be way out here. I want to be right about there. So my grip is nice and strong, and all that force is going straight through my wrist, not through my hand, and then through the rest of the structure. And the third thing is you would just start from a neutral position here. I'm going to keep my wrist straight, not flex back. Make sure my hand's out of the way. And I'm just going to push overhead. I can bring my head through at the end. I don't need to chicken neck or anything like that. And then just bring it back down. So if you look from the side, I don't want to be hyperextending like this. I want to keep everything straight there. The upper part of my spine will go back a little bit. And then I'm just going to press overhead and then back down. So that'd be the third thing. Of course, I want to move my head out of the way, but the big key is that to do that, I'm just going to lengthen from here back a little bit. I'm not going to try to hyperextend back that way. So the 3 keys: making sure they have range of motion in order to do it, making sure their pelvis is more neutral, and then making sure the bar is in line with the rest of their hand and their wrist. So those 3 things will make a massive difference for your strict overhead press. Thank you very much.